Girls written on your face, a mermaid out of water, feeling out of place. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with the VeVe, OMI, Definity, DEVVE, daCat, FIAS update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, especially that super thanks button down below, super chats as well. This is a very, very, very crazy day that we've just had. Everyone comment F down below to pay respects to Chuck Norris. I was supposed to watch an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger today. I was told to look at the movie Hitman because Chuck Norris apparently has a movie called Hitman. And I love Chuck Norris. And unfortunately, he's passed away. Although there are rumors, because, I mean, let's face it, Chuck Norris is that he actually was not, he is not dead. He was just taken to another universe where they needed him more. Like in the end of Avengers, beginning of Avengers Endgame, they were talking to Captain Marvel and was like, you know, why haven't you been here all this time? It's like, there are a lot of other universes out there. Not all of them have you guys. So yeah, RIP to the big Chuck. Everyone comment down below your favorite Chuck Norris joke. Mine is, well, one of them is one day Lance Armstrong challenged Chuck Norris to a who has more balls contest. And Chuck Norris won by 6. That's so good. There's a lot of them that are very much more inappropriate than that. And then there are some like other ones, like Chuck Norris, how he shaves just by punching himself in the face because only Chuck Norris could cut Chuck Norris. When Chuck Norris does push-ups, he doesn't push himself up. He pushes the world down. The boogeyman checks under his bed and in his closet for Chuck Norris. One of the things that he might have accidentally killed the Reaper and now has to take the job himself. Either way, we all love him, and I'm gonna go in and get again, comment that down below. Drink some water. I drank yesterday. I drank a lot this past weekend, so I was clean for a few days. Drank a bit yesterday, but now I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be a good boy. I've only had like 1,000 calories today, so maybe 1,200. And yeah, water. Okay. Anyway, Kuma, let's chat soon. Let's shoot me a text and let's set up a time to chat. Maybe this weekend. We got stuff to talk about. Aside from the Chuck Norris stuff, which again very sad, and I will watch an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger. Oh, maybe tonight. I don't know. It's been a very busy day, but like Olaf, all good things. All good things. Except for the Chuck Norris thing. That was sad. For VeVe, we have a bunch of sales. So first off, I made a video last night, and this actually might have prompted Ferryman to do this. I made a video last night about Aang, and I was like, listen, guys, I don't even like Aang. Like, you know, he's cool. Like, he's Avatar, right? He's helped save the world. But I was in the top 5 holders, had 33 of him. Like, I still have 33 of him. Like, I didn't sell any. But I did get kicked out of the top 5. Again, not because I sold any, but because RKO out of nowhere, Ferryman comes in. Now, I don't know how much he had before my video yesterday. I assume 10, 15, 20, but he bought like 40 plus Aangs, and now he has 60. He bought 40 plus Aangs, and now he has 60 of them. And now I'm no longer in the top 5. I'd have to buy like 7 more. But now I should have bought more of them. I made this mistake literally like 5 times today. Should have bought more Aangs at $14. Because I was thinking, like, you know what? Like, there's still, be advised. Who's this? Oh, very good, very good. Okay, so for Aang, even as of right now, as of the live of this video, there's still 700 remaining, although probably 80 of them are secret rares. So let's say 620. There's actually more secret rares in the ratio. So it might not be a bad idea for me to buy a couple of these blind boxes. But be advised, there's still at least 600 plus left of these Angs in the store. So, oh, okay. I didn't know what a folder thingy was. Okay, but it was, sorry, text message. So my thinking last night with the video, and I said it in the update that I gave, it's like, listen, at the time there was still 700. So there's like another 50 of them bought from the store today. I guess people were trying for the secret rare. Which now is worth it, because when you were buying for 40 and people were selling for like $13, like, not really worth it to roll the dice for 40. But now that the floor is like $20, like, okay, now it's kind of worth it. I mean, it's still worth it anyway if you get the secret rare, you know. I do think eventually it goes up past retail at $40. But as of yesterday, when I made that video, I was like, guys, this is there's a very good chance that as the rest of these are minted, the price goes lower and lower on the secondary, and you could see these at maybe like $10 or $8, because I made the declaration yesterday that the rest of the 700 of the commons that could be minted, now there's like 620. I mentioned that I'll buy every single one of them at 12. Like, there could be people that don't care about the common, they only want the secret rare, and I'll buy every single one of them at $12. And I don't know if that's the video that got Ferryman to buy like 50 of them and sweep the floor, and now they're, well, what are they on VeVe? 1875. There is number 1993, which right now the bid is $21, and it's like, okay, what's the big deal with 1993? Technically, not anything, but let's do some maths here. What Nickelodeon did, which I really like, the creators of Avatar, is if you were the same age as Aang in the show, which he's 12 in 2005, so 1993 is like the birth year. And now it's not, he's actually 112, but he's 12, you know, in mentally in the age time he's actually lived. He was just frozen for 100 years. But if you were the same age as Aang, then by the time Legend of Korra comes out, you're the same age as Korra. And it's like, oh, that's actually really cool. That's really interesting. And again, it came out in 05. Aang was 12. So 1993 is an interesting year. Now, granted, he's actually 112. So 112 is probably the better mint number. 93 is just going to be the year that you were born if you were the same age as Aang. So again, I'm not going to go for this. I assume someone might. Other good numbers would be, aside from 112, it'd be 166, because that's the age that Aang canonically dies at, is at 66 years old, because again, he was 112 before he made that age caught up with him. I forget what avatar he was. He was like number 82 or something like that. Anyway, so it's 1875 over on there, and it's 1854 over on Stacker. So there's no, and usually things are cheaper on Stacker. But again, like I should have bought them at $13, $14. I mean, which I did. Again, I have 33 of these freaking things. But it was my assumption that as a lot of these were going to get minted, the floor would actually go down, because it was like $14-ish, maybe $15. And I was like, all right, I'll wait until they'll go down a little bit. And they just didn't. Like someone swept the floor. Now, granted, maybe Ferryman, who, if you look at him, he's got like 6,000 collectibles. So this literally makes up like 1% of his entire portfolio, which is nuts. He's got so many. Be advised. He's probably not selling. Saloni, probably not selling. Rolex, probably not selling. Vicente, I feel like, sells when the situation warrants it. Standoff chart, he's actually sold a little bit. And he's actually got another one there. He's pretty close to the floor. So, you know, he might be selling. So I might get back up to the number 5 spot there. If he continues to sell and the price goes down and I continue to buy, we might meet in the middle. I might get 36, he might get 35, you know, that might happen. Again, I said I would buy all of them at $12. I might change that now to like $14. If it goes back there again, I'll be like, okay, here's where I'll do my buying. Because again, I missed out, and now I have very big FOMO, not just because of that, but because of another collectible we have to talk about. There are 4, count them, 4 partner statues that were bought in the last 24 hours. 3 of which were just on the floor. 3 of which were on, like, so take a look here. The VeVe floor price, $1,800. I very rarely look at the VeVe price, the app, the partner statue on the app, because it's always so much bigger. That was my mistake. You see now the floor price on Stacker is $1,100. That was not like that yesterday. It got down to $6.9 million. I'm sorry, 6.9 million OMI. I saw it at 7.5. I saw it at 7.2. Saw it at 7. I probably should have bought it at 7. While I was sleeping, I get a couple calls from Mr. Squeebs. And it's like, bro, and I missed the calls because my phone's on silent always, because if it was on ringer, if I had any sound notifications at all, I would just never sleep, and I would unalive myself, because I've been there before where I've kept my phone on, and I will never do that again. Anyway, long story short, it went down to 6.9 million OMI. Somebody bought 2 of them, another one bought someone, and then and now, of course, it's almost 10 million OMI, the floor now. So I should have bought it. I'm stupid. I didn't. That is my fault. I wanted to get more at that price. I literally slept on it. But it's like, oh, Chavez, you said like 2 or 3. You just mentioned. What about the 4th one? The 4th one, also my fault. See how the VeVe floor price is $1,800? It's always so much higher than the Stacker floor price. That's why I never check the partner statue on VeVe, because there's no point. It's always, and that's where I was wrong. Because I forgot about auctions. Something that nobody typically does anymore, because if you sell something on VeVe, one they like don't promote auctions. Like for a partner statue, VeVe probably should go and say like, oh, hey, partner statue on auction. 1, it helps the people out. 2, like, you don't want them going for cheap, because that looks bad to everyone. So they're very slept on, and including me. I didn't check it, and it wasn't just anyone that sold. It was the number 42. Now, in general, with something like a partner statue, anything that's popular and a first appearance, for an ultra rare, usually a sub 100 is about 4x the price. So if these are about $1,000, okay, 4K. You could actually get a sub 100 now. It's like 8K. For Mr. Squeebs, he's got number 85 out there for 8K. I'm going to say that's not worth it, and I'll tell you why. It's because of the fact that, again, most times 4K is what you're, actually that might be worth it. We'll tell you why. Most times it's 4x the price, but that's for a popular first appearance. This is an exceedingly popular double first appearance of Walt and Mickey. Doesn't matter how many more Mickeys, we already have half a dozen Mickeys on here, maybe even a dozen. But you can never recreate the first appearance. It's just impossible to do. So again, you have that for Mickey, and then you have the only Walt in any blockchain ever. So that is very special. And I don't think you'll see another Walt ever. Also, the fact that there's, let's say 59 of them, right? Sub 100s from number 41 to number 99. Most of the sub 100s are gotten by Dr. Profit and Mr. Squeebs. Like, they own the majority of them. So the sub 100s in general are very scarce. So let's say instead of a normal 4x, because it's an ultra rare first appearance, popular, but this is super popular, double first appearance, and the fact that most of the sub 100s are gotten by 2 people, I would put for a normal sub 100 like a 6x, maybe a 6.5x of the floor, which would be about $6,500, give or take. But for a very low mint, like number 40, 42, 43, 44, add another multiple to that, like add a 2x to that. Probably worth about 12, 13K. And the number 42 was on auction yesterday. And Squeebs got it for $6,800. He got it for about half of what I think it actually should be valued at. And it's not because it's not worth it. It's like, well, if it was worth it, Chavez, if it was actually worth $13,000, it would have gone for that. No, because nobody, including me, and I see everything in this fucking app, I didn't know what was going on. Nobody on God's green earth knew that this was going on. So that's why Squeebs got it for such a low price. If I had known about it, I would have told y'all, I would have hyped it up. And yeah, it probably would have gone for more than 12 or 13K. But at 6,800, like I would have bid that. I would have bid 6,900 for the lols, 69,420. And if I would have lost, cool. But I would have paid that no problem for a number 42 partner statue is insane. So yeah, that's a big one. That's a really big one. Pixel Pudding's hi Randy, what's going on? Patsu Ever says what's up. I'm just regretting my actions yesterday because I missed a 42. I missed a bunch of good partner statues. And yeah, rip Chuck Norris. Sidekicks was my jam. But Chuck Norris only passed on the other side to battle Bruce Lee. It's very possible. Very possible. Arnold Schwarzenegger asked Chuck Norris, how many push-ups can you do? Chuck Norris responded, all of them. As many as he wants. What's up, Pandy? No, my name's not Pandy. It's Randy. Jim Cramer yesterday, very oversold. Stock market today, lost $1 trillion. Inverse Cramer wins again. He's got to be trying at this point, right? There's no way you can be that wrong about that many things. Anyway, so yeah, the number 85, I would say might be worth 6,500. It's a sub 100 most, but that Squeebs got that number 42 for a steal. That was the steal of the century. And yeah, I missed out. I messed up. I messed up bad. That I would have instantly made thousands of dollars on that. However, that is not where this story ends. Look at Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse over here. One of these, not even her first lenticular card thing. Mint number 1923. California Comics got it. How much did he pay? About $1,000. I do not know anyone that cares about this card. Hang on one sec. There are 13,925 of her. She, yeah, it's Minnie. You can tell. You got the little flower pot, bow in her hair, polka dot dress. Floor price is $5.20. Mickey and Friends Series 1 cards. Why then did California Comics pay $1,000 for her? 8.7 million OMI. Because it was the mint number 1923. And most people would be like, nah, not worth it. It's worth it to him. And it's going to be worth a lot more than that when the bull market comes. You have a bunch of people getting in here. We did have only 38 new people join this past week, which is very low because normally for the past couple of weeks, we've averaged around 200 or 300 people, new people. But this was 38 new people, not that big. But yeah, I don't know anyone that really cares about that Minnie Mouse card. Top holders of this, geez, you have people that have 188 of these. Yeah, mint numbers matter. 1923. it matters to a lot of people. I know there are small minorities. Most people, they're just like, listen, I just want the card. I just want the collectible. Don't really care about the mint number. But the small amount that do, they're willing to throw around insane doll hairs. And I'm not saying $1,000 is like insane money. It is for some people, but it's just the fact that that's like 200x the floor. The floor is like $5. That's like putting $5 into a slot machine and getting out 1,000 is nuts. JKRB, give me those thumbs up. And this is not the only one that we've had. What's this? Avengers. This first appearance of Kang. The introduction of Kang the Conqueror. I think there were 10,000 of these things. The floor price, $15. Why did one sell for 5.2 million OMI? Why did one sell for 600 doll hairs? About 40x the price. Well, let's take a look at the mint number, shall we? Oh, it's the last one, number 10,000. Number 10,000. That is the last one. And it was bought by California. Bro, California Comets be balling up in here. Making it rain up in these special mint collectibles. Now, that is also not the last one we're going to do. Spider-Man. Secret rare. $11,700. 11,700 doll hairs. 100 million OMI. Jesus. Now, the floor price on him is $2,300, which is not bad. That's really not bad. Now, let's take a look. I'm going to guess it's a special mint number. What is it? It's only 1,000 of these. Mint number 1,000. It was bought by someone called 7839. I don't know who that is. Oh, it's I know this dude. Well, I don't like know him, but he's trying to make some of his OMI back because he's got some of these lowered very, very low. Oh, he's got Marvel Comics number 60,000. Jesus, that's just on a flex. Like ain't nobody. Well, maybe Marvel Comics, the last one, he's got it up there for 100 million. But yeah, that's what he bought. He bought the number 1,000 Spider-Man for $11,700. Like that. Again, absolute baller. Like, oh, just gangster AF. Actually, oh shit, he here. I'm here to see where Spider-Man news. Oh my god, it was you. Hey, you, I don't like a girlfriend. How much lower could you go on your secret rare Spider-Man? How much lower could you go on your secret rare Spider-Man? Like, you know, if you were to try to get some of that OMI back. You know. Can we put an arrow on Dr. Stopworld? Oh my god, if he does that this week. Let me shoot him a text. Am I Miley Cyrus in 2009? Because I can't wait to see you again. We need you to cosplay as Avatar Aang. Let's see what he says. What scary comic FOMO do you have? Oh, I actually do have. So the reason why I sang O-Town before, O-Town on my opening soiree thing, is because I read an article. I didn't read it yet. I just it was on LinkedIn. Okay, Dr. Stuff says not a chance. So I'll say copy that. Disregard. Yeah, he said not a chance, but maybe one day, maybe one day. But yeah, so I saw an article. Publisher yanks a horror novel over AI claims. The horror novel in question was called Shy Girl. Now, that unlocked a core memory in me because there was this girl that I dated back in the day that she liked O-Town, and we all know the song "Cause I Want It All, Nothing at All." Anyway, I knew that song. She would listen to the album kind of like on repeat there, and one of the songs I remember was called "Shy Girl," and I was like, wait, like, and it unlocked that core memory. I did the doopity doop on the YouTube, and I played it. I was like, okay, yeah, I remember it. Very gay. And then anyway. Um, are you getting back to me with the Secret Rare Spider? Oh, tell me about the Secret Rare Spider-Man news. Tell me about the lowest you're willing to go on Secret Rare Spidey. Because maybe somebody wants to buy, and maybe it's really close to what he's getting over there. Scott Colantoni says, hope to see more of this. Me too. Speaking of Spidey, MCU report, 32,000 followers over on X. Breaking! Marvel's first ever Spider-Man digital collectibles are only on VeVe. VeVe Official is the #1 digital collecting app in the world. Use our exclusive link. Use my link down below to get $10 free towards your purchase of one of these amazing collectibles. What are you most excited for in Spider-Man Brand New Day? Let us know. Yum, yum, yum. What's up, Rand? What's up, dog boy? What's going on? How's Rita, baby, and Cass doing? Cass. Love Cass. Anyway, this is the fourth account that is very big. You have the Star Wars, you have the Daredevil, you have the other accounts that have been posting links, and I think that's where we're getting a decent amount of our new people from. Now, this is a paid partnership, as are all the other ones. I'm very curious to see how much they're paying them, but yeah, it's cool. Paid partnership. Let's go get that bread. And hopefully we get. Oh gosh, give me one sec. Oh, double gosh. Ho! Shadowless Chansey, PSA 10, sells for six figures, $180,000. A Shadowless Chansey PSA 10 sold for $180,000. Why? Why Chansey? Why this much? Well, I'll tell you why. If you take a look at this, there's a lot of hollow on Chansey, like a lot. Like you could see, Chansey's not really that playable. It costs 2 energy for Scrunch, where you prevent all the damage done to Chansey to your opponent the next turn. Yeah, cool. Like that's okay. And then Double Edge, which does 80 damage, but it costs 4 energy. And Chansey does 80 damage to itself. So Chansey you do put out if you have like a bunch of evolutions. Let's say you have a Magikarp, you're wanting to evolve to a Gyarados, or you have like, you can use Chansey in any deck, because anyone that you want to evolve, you'd be like, okay, need to evolve these Nidoran to Nidoking, these Caterpie into Butterfree, like et cetera, because it's hard to take Chansey out because of the fact that there's a lot of HP. But for the most part, you don't really use Chansey in that way. Like for battle, it's not really that playable. Like Kangaskhan's probably a little bit better because you can do Fetch, and Fetch gets you an extra card, or you could do Comet Punch. You have enough energy on there. Flip a coin 4 times. It's 20 damage times the number of heads. So it's again, there's other cards that are better suited for this, but a lot of hollow on there, exceedingly difficult to grade. That there are very few PSA 10s, and that's for first edition. First editions were actually cared for a little bit. Chanseys were not. Like any type of Shadowless really were not taken that good care of back in the day. So there's even fewer Shadowless PSA 10s. $180,000 is a lot, but yeah, a bunch of baby ducks. Send them to. Wait, baby ducks where? Where are the ducks? Also, where is my man over here that I might want to buy a Secret Rare Spider-Man from? Where is he? Where is he? Possibly, maybe 10 years from now. Somebody asked me if this could be $1 million card. I would say 10 years from now, because we're kind of at like we're nearing the top of the hype cycle for Pokemon. Probably keep going on for another couple months. It happens every 5 years. Happened in 2016, 2020, 2021. And after each one, it coincides with something. 2016 was the 20th anniversary. 2021 was the 25th anniversary. This year's the 30th. 2016 Pokemon Go came out. 2020, 2021, everyone had those $1,200 checks. You know, the Pokemon, they were spending on Pokemon cards in the pandemic. They had the pandemic money. And this time you had Logan Paul, you know, really pump up all these cards. So, you know, every 5-year anniversary coincides with something, but in between that, for years, it goes down. So I would not be buying Pokemon cards at these prices. I'm going to wait a couple years, wait for it to go back down. All right, so the last sale for Van Gogh Pikachu PSA 10 was $2,700, which is a lot. Last sale for a Michael Jordan 86 Fleer, $289,000. And the market cap with a pop, you know, 333 PSA 10s is 96.5 million. Market cap for the Van Gogh Pikachu, because it has almost 47,000. It has almost 47,000 PSA 10s. Going for 12. So when people say like, oh yeah, Avatar Aang, too many mints, bro, it's 2,000. This has 47,000 just PSA 10s, not including the 9s, the 8s, the 7s, the ungradeds. The fudge out of here, Avatar Aang has too many mints. This is one of like 300 Pikachu variants that are out there. There's probably even like 1,000 variants. There's probably more. The fudge out of here telling me that Aang has too many mints. There are 4,300 partners that, like, this is insane. Now, granted, it's Pikachu. He's like the most popular thing ever. But again, there's like 1,000 variants of Pikachus. And there's 47,000 of these things just in PSA 10s. And the market cap of this is greater than Michael Jordan. Like that is bananas. Beep boop. Beep beep boop. Oh, okay, bro. Mint 1,000 cigarettes in the vault. No visitors hours. Okay, but what about your other Spider-Man? Because you have 2 listed. And what, you know, are you firm on those prices? Because they have been listed. And again, the prices I think are fair, but they've been listed for 4 hours, and you haven't had anyone yet that's ready to go in to it. So, you know. And you have 13 of them. So, you know, you're going to need to replace that OMI, right? Right? Like you're going to need to replace that OMI. I'm just saying I can help you out if you cut the price a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I shouldn't. But I want to. But I shouldn't. But we'll see. We'll see. Squibs is flooring a lot of grails. Oh, Squeebs? He just does that for the to circulate the OMI. Because, like, for example, our good friend 63 SW16 is going to win a lot of money on the weekly and monthly leaderboards for that purchase. So he's going to get a couple million OMI back. Squeebs, however, he's always trying to get in the top of those as well. So he buys and sells a lot of stuff just to get in the top, to get that OMI back. So that's why he floors a lot. But yes, I don't know what they're talking about. Making my own decisions. Oh, we lost Ozzy as well. Meh. No, he doesn't hate you. He doesn't hate you. He's just not gonna, you know, put the Avatar stuff on his head. Seen SpongeBob movie when the king takes off the crown, everyone says, bald, it's so shiny, and it blinds them. Yeah, I have. I don't really, well, give me one. Dude, water is so good. That is the best beverage in the world. I honestly, I love SpongeBob. I've seen the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob. I can quote it. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Me and my friend Pineda, me and my friend Ashley, we quote SpongeBob a lot. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a fan of the movie. The movie was it was all right. But yes, I am familiar with that scene. Bill Gardner, give me those dabs. All right, let's do. I live in San Diego. I'll get drunk AF and meet a girl at the beach and take her to see Brand New Day. Perfect summer memory. There's a theater by the beach, 2-minute walk. That sounds like a good date. But I gotta Google Brand New Day. Oh, Spider-Man. Derp, 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 derp. My sorry. I heard Brand New Day and it wasn't clicking the Spider-Man. I took a date to see Hoppers. The Hoppers was pretty good. A little sad, a little sad, but pretty funny and kind of dark. Like there's death in there. And it's not like, let's say like Lion King, like, which even at the time, kind of dark. Like, but the death of Lion King, of like Mufasa, kind of happens off screen. Like you kind of see him fall, but you don't like see the moment that he dies, Like you see the body. Hoppers, you see it happen. The deaths, plural, are on screen. It's insane. It's insane. Like 8.5 out of 10 would recommend seeing. Pretty good. Pretty good. I don't like things that are sad, and sometimes that, it got sad in like 2 areas, but aside from that, yeah, there's a couple, and honestly, it's not even like the deaths. Like again, body count, wild stuff. OG, in 1,000 secret rare in the vault. No visitors hours. Hell no. Mario Pikachu up to 34,000 PSA 10. That's a lot. It's a lot. I remember when those came out. Got a bunch of them graded. They were great. Bill Gardner saying, "What up? What up, Bill Gardner? What up?" Bought Van Gogh Pikachu's Field from Yosta for 70 bones. Oh, my God. Good for you, mate. Good for you. daCat in the house. Let's go. What's up, John X? Gotta love daCat. Hey, Randy. Why would a random guy buy daCat? Well, there's a bunch of reasons. And I don't know if you're talking about the comic book or if you're talking about the token, maybe a fig pin in the future. But I'll talk about all of them. The comic, it's good reading. Everyone will be talking about it. It'll be awesome. The fig pin, maybe you like to collect them. Maybe you like to look at them. Maybe buy one to keep. Maybe buy stocking stuffers, et cetera, et cetera. But what about the token? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One, I hang out in the Telegram chat. And if you want to become a whale, I really hang out in that Telegram chat every day, multiple times a day. And then also, if you become a whale and buy a bunch of daCat tokens, there might be a chance that you can become a character in the book. So, not all of them, but there's a chance. And you have input. Like if you're a whale, like I run for all of the stuff like that goes on with daCat. Like it gets teased in the Telegram chat. Even stuff for the business, like, okay, well, why would you buy the token? Aside from like me, like, is there any upside benefits? One, it's paired with ETH, and the contracts for it are renounced. They're locked for 997 years. So maybe your great grand person in the 1,000 years that unlocks. I don't know who that goes to. I don't know what, but again, very, very far future problem. But it's a good problem to have. Like there's a ton of liquidity there. And then portions of the profits from daCat Chronicles is going to go to buybacks. We're going to buy back some of the token. So that's why a random person would buy daCat. You'd have it, again, for all of those different reasons, for all of those places. If they don't know the holders, yeah, the holders are definitely super chats. Like moi. Let's get it, John X. Don't sleep on Scar. I have first appearance number 42. I used to have number 46. There's Scar's secret rare. He's $58. Oh, I actually, yeah, I still do have number 46. I do have number 46. That's very good. I think he was $60 in general. when he and now it's, you know, there's less than 900 of him, 894. That's a, yeah. Number 42. That is a pretty good one. I wonder what the 46 would go for. You know what? I'll put it up for like 1.5 million. I really shouldn't. I should keep that. I'll put it for 1.75. $200. See if somebody, you know, goes in and buys that. Scar digs his nails into Mufasa and straight up unalives him. Well, it's not that unalives him. Like, he only digs his nails into the paws. He yeets him off the side of the cliff. But cats, despite Mufasa falling like this, cats land on their feet. So assuming that Mufasa turned himself around in the last few seconds, like cats do, the fall might not have even killed him. It's probably the stampede that kills him. Like thinking about this logically, a cat can probably fall from a big, like, he's really heavy. You know, he's probably like 400 pounds. So his bones would be broken, and he probably would have succumbed to his injuries anyway, eventually. But yeah, the stampede definitely would have been, that would have been the factor. Like, I don't think he would have died from falling from that cliff thing. He probably would have died just from the stampede. Like, legs probably would have been broken. Probably, maybe not. But yeah, him just getting trampled, that's probably what would have done him in my professional veterinarian field opinion. Pump my Scar back. Scar's great. Scar, like, what's his name? Jeremy Irons. A shiny new era is tiptoeing nearer. Like, Scar's a great villain. He's awesome. And I'm not gonna lie. Be prepared. I like better than Hakuna Matata. Fight me. I do. Scar's awesome. And this plan to become king, it works. He becomes king. He fucking sucks at it, but yeah, he gets it done. Like, he had a goal. He made a plan. He accomplished it, but then again, once he became king, he just sucked at it, you know. But yeah, he completed his mission halfway. You like the upgraded mighties or no? I didn't do them yet. They do look cool, and it's like, why are we upgrading them? I don't know. I don't know why. Oh, there's an Orlando VeVe official community event tonight. The first of a few community events lined up for the year. Excited to see everyone that'll be there. Oh, and Steph has goodies that VeVe Magic sent to give out. Happy collecting at MegaCon. This is awesome. We love Steph. Steph is great. Steph is amazing. She's the best. Upgrades for a game, that's why. It might be. It might be. I don't. If I like, I don't have any of the upgraded mighties. So I don't, like, if I knew, if like there was like a, I don't work for the company, but let's say if there was like a meeting I somehow got the chance to sit in on, and it was like leaked, yeah, bro, there's gonna be games for these, but that's why I have to upgrade them. You know, that this way they can be playable in games. If I knew, I'd be stacking the fuck out of them. But I don't know that that's the case. So again, you could take a look. I don't have any of the upgraded mighties. If I knew that that was a thing that you'll be able to play them in games, I would be stacking them right now. But I don't. I'm stacking comics that nobody cares about, and then Angs. And Angs, because it's very public, it looks like what they're going to do. Ah, my back. Oh, my other back. Oh, sorry. My back hurts. Disapania, thanks for being a member. Upgraded a bunch of mighty 4-digit for animated 3 digits. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's good. You know, that's good. Good. Okay. can't go over that. Okay, we haven't gone over any of the crypto here today. Let's take a look at DEVVE. DEVVE's down about 0.5% to 3.6 cents. If you take a look at there's a little bit of an issue with the liquidity pools. And take a look, like, well, there's 98,000 in ETH and 75,000 in DEVVE. That's actually pretty good. Why do you say there's issues? Picture liquidity pools like 4-story building. The roof is when you're at the moon. It's unlimited market cap. Things have gone crazy. Peak euphoria. Every buy makes it go nuts. Picture the basement as like the token's dead. But in each level of this building, you have different pools. And it's like, okay, you have you know, on the second floor, it trades between, let's say, $5 million market cap and you know, 50 million. And then in the third floor, it's like, well, it goes from 50 million to, you know, $500 million market cap. And like, that's the liquidity pool for there. We got so low on our market cap. Our market cap is like 3.2 million. When it went like under there, it's like every single sell or buy would have made it go crazy, because they're just, we didn't think we'd ever get this low. So the liquidity pool is just the change that it makes with even like $1,000 buy or sell was crazy. So that's why DEVVE had a little bit of a liquidity pool issue. The liquidity pool is owned by the Forever Association. They had to do that because of regulatory reasons, like a few years ago when they made it. It'll get fixed. It might already be fixed right now. I haven't talked to Tom in a few hours, but it should be fixed right now. Or if it's not, it'll get fixed at some point. Gamble with Mighty games, but I like the Mighties because a lot of them are first appearances. I have a bunch of mine. Again, a bunch of first appearances, but I'm gambling on some comics and the I'm never gonna get these Angs back at like $14 anymore. I hecked up. Speculation. Right meow. Yo, Steph has beautiful eyes. Oh, I bet she'd love to hear you say that. Can I shoot her a text? I'll shoot her a text. I'll give paid back in full. Very good, very good. Jason Pena. Oh God, your name auto corrected to penalty. Jason Penalty. Likes your eyes. Ha 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 ha. Okay. VeVe. Booth laughing. Okay. All right, let's get this read. Let's go back to, oh, actually, I want to see the comics here, if there's any. Strange Tales 110 is at $3.54. Uneatable Squirrel Girl goes down to like $1 again until we get one. Nothing's really popping out at me that I want or need right now. Fallen Sun. The Tales of Suspenses are getting pretty cheap again, like $1.50, but 52 is Black Widow, 57 is Hawkeye. First appearance Sentry, $4. Not terrible. The Fantastic Four #3, first appearance of Fantastic Car. I don't know why people like it, but Mr. Hulk 181 has like all of them. So I have 9 of those. They're pretty cheap. Like there's not a lot of them either. Tomb of Dracula uncommons, I was buying at like $5. They're $8 now. Because Tomb of Dracula is only 5,000 mints in general for the entire run. So I do like that one. Marvel Spotlight #5. First appearance Johnny Blaze's Ghost Rider. I have 7 of those. Of the uncommons. Okay, not a ton there. Let's take a look at, we did DEVVE, let's do FIAS. FIAS got wrecked today. FIAS is down to a $1.2 million market cap. It's under a penny. We were actually, oh my God, we were like 3/4 of a penny. Like we're at 0075. I wish I would have got some there. I just, there's so many things I want to buy. I mean, even now at 1.2 million, still low. I'll say this to y'all. I said this to a buddy of mine before that was worried about the DEVVE and FIAS price. I was like, listen, the price of the tokens are not reflective to the health of the companies at all. DEVVE is fine. FIAS is fine. FIAS is more than fine. FIAS is chef's kiss. I'm gonna try to put more into the company. I don't know if I'll have time. FIAS is doing a funding round. If you want part of the company, be advised I put 25K into there. Just full transparency, not trying to get y'all to buy, not trying to say like, this is mine, you know, not trying to dissuade anyone. Obviously none of this financial advice, just letting you guys know what I do as always. And I'm gonna want to do more. I don't know if I'll be able to before the funding round closes. And that is not going to be open forever. That will be open for a little while longer. And that's it. And honestly, any one person can go and just be like, nope, closing the round myself. You're getting into big boy money here, where it's like, you're not getting in unless you're writing a big check. So yeah, like there can someone come in and write a 7-figure check and be like, okay, this is done. I want it all. And then anyone else that wants to go in, well, you're gonna have to wait for the next one. Oh, geez. Oh, double G's. Jason Pena. Steph says LMA. Oh, because she had like 4 O's at the end. Okay. Okay, I'm on live, so I'm gonna get back to you a little bit later. It sounds like you need. Anyway, that's FIAS. I should get some token, but I want more. But I should get some token. I just haven't yet. Speaking of tokens, do Definity. Definity down 0.5% on the day. I don't know what happened the other day. We went up to like 2.5 cents, and I don't know why. I don't know what that is. A big up and big down. I don't know where that happened. Maybe on MEXC or something. Wicked though. Wicked. Absolutely wicked. Ah, my body. 2,300 in volume over there on Uniswap. So not a big amount. Again, this is something that I have no problem putting more into. Me, myself, I only have about 1% of the supply. I do want to get more. And when I get a big check next month, I'll probably put in a bit more. Doubling my position might be hard, but you know, I'll definitely add some though. I don't think I'll be able to get more FIAS at that time if I have to wait till late next month, because we're 20 days into March. 11, well, March has 31 days. So yeah, 11 days. Okay. Let's do daCat. I don't think there's been much with daCat going on with the token. Oh, it's up 0.5%, 0.74. With $67 in volume, very low volume. They are doing a burn event here soon. They've burned a lot recently, and it's from like the community that's just like, yeah, I'm gonna burn, and they buy back and they replace, and they're, you know, that's what they're doing. All right, I want to see if 63 SW16 has lowered his price on his Spider-Mans. He has not yet. He has not yet, but we shall wait. All right, and then let's do OMI, because I feel like that's why everyone's here. Up 1.5% on the day to 0001189. We were down to 0000108 earlier today, just as we were down to 0000102 yesterday. 00104 the day before. We just 112, like it just goes so low sometimes, and I'm waiting for the quads to really go and buy in more, and it looks like it wants to go there. It just doesn't. There's just a ton of buy pressure down there, which is fine. It's cool, but yeah, bunch of buy pressure. Memories, meow, 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 meow. Yeah, it's a good investment. Okay, let's do, so that's OMI. Let's see where the rest of the volume is over on CoinMarketCap. 800,000 in volume. That is not a lot at all. But honestly, especially because like probably half of that's real. If you look at ORKT today, this is so good for VeVe. Like ORKT, when there hasn't been any VeVe news for like 17 days, it's down like 5% this week. Actually, more than that. It's like, because we were up to $1.10. Up to $1.10 a couple times, and now we're down to 95 cents. And again, like we ORKT got a pump got a pump over a month ago when they announced their reverse merger plans with VeVe, and then 17 days ago again when it says like, hey, they issue an update on the proposed merger. I was just saying that both sides are committed to doing it. But yeah, Orange Cloud's just taking a beating, and it's back under $1 again. And unless this VeVe deal goes through, Orange Cloud is going to get delisted at some point, because that's just the trajectory that it's going. Now, that being said, they have a couple $1 million on their balance sheet, and it's only a $5.5 million company. So actually, at this point, might not be a bad idea to buy in, because again, it's getting to be so cheap that people and what was the volume? Is $100,000. We had 5 times as much volume for OMI today than it was on this. So we shall see. We'll see where it goes. So that's OMI. That's Orange Cloud. Yay, my phone's charged to 100%. Finally, it's almost never there. Cat stuff, animes. Let's go over some of the news, I guess, right? Let's see what we got here. Oh, also, $4,000 bounty on Nose Goblins mint number 1991. It was claimed. Comms and Crypto, they did it. So you had a 5-figure sale with the number 1000 Spider-Man, $1,000 for the mint number 1923 Minnie Mouse card, a bunch of partner statues sold, including the number 42. There was something else that I'm like forgetting now. Oh, the Avengers first appearance of Kang. The last one sold for $613,000. Or I'm sorry, $613, 5.2 million OMI, because of the fact that it was the last mint number, is number 10,000. So yeah, lots of reasons to want to stack some of these. And again, big bounties, $4,000 for 1991 Nose Goblins. All right, let's take a look at what's the last thing that we did. Did we do Tuesdays? Am I tripping here? Okay, we did the Australia Senate bill, right? Maybe we didn't, because today's Friday, so we're going to go through Tuesday, Wednesday. Australia Senate approves bill to officially regulate Bitcoin and crypto in financial services. Very good. VeVe Dojo Mojo is level 69. Everyone comment nice down below with the 69. PayPal expands stablecoin access to 68 more countries. Vietnam prepares to restrict overseas crypto trading as banks, brokers bid for new local licenses. MasterCard to buy stablecoin startup BVNK for $1.8 billion. They happen to be in the same field as DMA Link. Maybe DMA Link gets a big offer soon. God, that'd be amazing. U.S. exchanges have nearly doubled their spot market share in a year from 8% to 15%, while Bitcoin liquidity onshore is deeper and growing faster than on many offshore venues. As of 16 March, Ethereum open interest reached its highest level since the end of January, 16.7 billion. The CFTC will not require Phantom to register as a broker for self-custody activities. And MasterCard acquired stablecoin infrastructure company VVNK for $1.8 billion. $500 million USDC was minted on the 17th. Spider-Man brand new day clip recreates classic comic book cover. Same thing that Fantastic Four did as well. Amazon launches a 1-hour delivery service across hundreds of US cities, which is nuts. Amazon launches okay, I just read that. Citigroup cuts its 12-month price target for Bitcoin to 112,000 and Ethereum to 3175. It cited slower progress on US crypto legislation, weak on-chain activity, and softer expectations for ETF inflows. There is a chance that we do not get the crypto, what the fuck is it called? Clarity Act passed. I paid $69 for the number 52 Ang because he's cool. Characters. U.S. Treasury just bought back $15 billion of its own debt. The diorama for the Phoenix 5 look amazing. Obviously, you have Jean Grey there. You have Colossus. You have Emma Frost. You have Cyclops. You have Namor. I don't know who Magic is, like, to be honest. Like, I don't know that chick. But I know Emma Frost, and she looks amazing. Rendo Weo. We obviously went over this Ang multiple times. Number 2005 sold for $5,650, which is insane. I'm getting right now. No code. AI trend. Okay, good. Very good. OVNINOIR has amazing stuff that he makes in the VeVe-verse. Oh my god, the stuff that he has on his X is just wild. Online comic book guy says, I remember 5 years ago signing up for VeVe. I didn't have much money back then, so my collection wasn't ever super impressive, and I even had to sell my collection at one point to keep the lights on. After that, I stepped away for a couple of years and came back sometime in the fall of last year. All this to say that I'm happy where my collection journey has taken me. I'm glad I got to enjoy VeVe back then, and I'm even happier I get to enjoy it now and for the next several years. Thank you for your time. CFTC issues clarity for non-custodial crypto wallet providers to facilitate trades. Very good. Dan Slott is telling people to, he's the writer of Spider-Man. He's a pretty big comic book writer. He's telling people to buy a lot of the preview stuff because Marvel is, I don't know if it's Marvel. I don't know if it's, but from what it sounds like, Dan Slott had said that comic books are, okay, you're slated for 5 comics, 10 comics, whatever. And if they don't do well, it ends. Like they don't give it a chance to do well and for people to fall in love with the arcs and the characters. And he might have this great whole big thing planned. And again, he only gets a couple of comics to be able to do it. So he's telling people to really pre-order. I think that's fair. But you have this guy named Lego Moon Knight that's saying, he's begging people for pre-orders, sell the company, like trying to sell Marvel. I don't see any reason for anyone to try to sell Marvel. That's ridiculous. But that does pose a thing. It is very expensive to make comic books, to sell them, ship them. Like it's a whole big thing. And yeah, I think Marvel should probably go in and say, like, no, like have a writer do a 30-page or 30 comic story arc. You know, that'd probably be better. I like stuff that you can sink your teeth into and you can read for a while. as opposed to, you know, only having 5 ones, and it's like, okay, this is, you know, it's done. The joint SEC CFTC guidance was issued on March 17th, provides a token taxonomy confirming most crypto assets, digital commodities, collectibles, tools, and stablecoins are not securities themselves, while clarifying when they might fall under investment contract, rules for airdrop, staking, mining, etc. Trump is considering seizing the Strait of Hormuz by force, even without a coalition, in an operation that could take months and rely heavily on Israel. I'm really hoping this war is over before May. Definity Market says once Bitcoin is treated like any other bankable asset, it can be used as collateral. It can be included in treasury operations. It can be integrated into portfolio workflows. That increases the need for transparent price discovery, institutional liquidity networks, and execution quality guarantees. Our infrastructure is built for exactly this environment at Definity Markets, $DEFX. Even OMI, saw my, okay, very good. Oh, happy birthday, Dr. Rolex, a couple days ago. He had a really cool birthday cake. It looked like money. Thought that was dope. Tether's QVAC launches world's first cross-platform BitNet LORA framework to enable billion-parameter AI training and inference on consumer GPUs and smartphones. Vitrafel discloses exploit, says it was likely North Korea with some company funds being drained and a subset of user information leaked. Ooh. Good, good. Yep, got that. There's me. 7HLIAS7. There's big shift coming to VeVe. For years, NFTs on VeVe lived mostly inside the app. Now the future points to something bigger. Self-custody. Users controlling their NFTs in their own wallets. Interoperability. Assets moving across platforms, apps, and metaverses. #comics. Adam Eats says, after 4 years, I finally got a VeVe Gold and Silver logo redemption card. Now I just need the digital logo to complete the set. Yes, he does. Mr. Hulk 181 is now level 72. Dude, the beast. BlackRock bought $168 million in Bitcoin on March 17th and then has been selling the last few days. Art Feely is level 99. Congrats to him. Meta finally pulls the plug on the metaverse, except not really. Their Meta Horizon Worlds on MetaQuest was being discontinued, and then a day later, they're like, no, we're going to backtrack on that. We're not going to close it off completely. It'll be an app. Israel has struck a major natural gas processing facility in southwest Iran, coordination with the US. And the war, please. As of February, Tron's share of total stablecoin transaction volume fell to 14.6%, down from 36.45 at the beginning of 2025. MicroStrategy's fueled Bitcoin buying spree highlights sentiment-driven structural risks via K33. 1inch announces 1 inch forward, campus tour to prepare students for DeFi careers. Interesting. And crypto exchange Kraken freezes multi-billion-dollar IPO plan due to difficult market conditions. Ah, shit. Haley Welch, the Hawktua girl, breaks her silence on the crypto meme coin that crashed 95% after hours, saying that she was not in control of the coin. I believe she did nothing wrong. She was just taken advantage of. That is my opinion. Oh, we got the big VeVe meetup in Orlando. Just showed the stream. Tell everyone we say hi. Shout out to the VeVe meetup in Orlando. Everyone looks like they're having a rockin' good time. Looks pretty dope. Oh, little tiny pieces. Oh, they're drinking. They are drinking. That's why. I was saying, look at the little tiny pizzas, but then yeah, they drinking. They having a good time. They're having a good time over there. Oh, there's can't show that photo. No one else. Oh God. Okay. Got raised. VeVe Digital Collectibles post that, hey, VeVe fam, where some of you are seeing delays when making multiple purchases. We know it's frustrating. We're working with our payment provider now with improvements expected over the next few days and more optimizations to follow. Thank you for your patience while we get this sorted. Oh God, I got to sneeze. Yo, Steph. Oh God. I hiccuped. I mean, I sneezed. And that really hurt my back. Ugh. But yes, I checked my phone and I sent you a message back to tell everyone to say, hey, 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 there's nothing else I can say. That is a Lady Gaga reference. By the way, VeVe giveaway. Who bought the number 42 partner statue like 20 hours ago? If you can type in down below who bought the number 42 partner statue, you win the giveaway. Except for Booth. Booth is not allowed to win this one. Sorry, Booth. That does not come from me. That came from up top. The Lord. It was the VeVe. Anyway, if anyone can type in down below who bought the number 42 partner statue over the last 20 hours. And we got Wubba Wubba. He wins the VeVe giveaway. It's squeezed. Let me go and give the... All right, that was the giveaway answer. Wubba Wubba, is your VeVe username the same as you are there? Oh, what, Mammoth, you missed it. You're so close, so close. Okay. Wubba Wubba is the winner of this week's giveaway. Woo. Okay, very good, very good. Hello, girl. Oh, we got 5.3 million OMI burn. Jesus. Jesus. As of, yeah, March 20th, we had 5. That is a lot of OMI burn. It's a lot. Okay, it is. Very good. Very good. Okay. Let's continue on. Where was I? Frustrating. Yeah, I bet. HE Justin Sun, nearly 4 million followers on X, has said, Nifty Gateway is about to shut down. The NFTs I bought back then were tens of millions of dollars. Now feel like they're going to zero. I still believe NFT art has strong potential. Compared to traditional art, I'm convinced that AI will be able to truly perceive and appreciate the beauty of NFTs. Right now, the most urgent task is to find a platform that can properly showcase the aesthetic value of all NFTs. I agree. After he said that, Foster Hill says the platform is CollectChain. Recently completed the bridging of over 12 million premium licensed digital collectibles on VeVe Official from over 200 of the world's biggest IP brands, or biggest brands from IP from Immutable X. Collect will be the go-to chain for any new or legacy NFT project, building the standard for digital ownership. Love you, Foster. SEC Chair Paul Atkins highlights the 4 asset categories that are not deemed to be securities: digital commodities, digital collectibles, digital tools, and payment stablecoins under the Genius Act. Love it. Oh, Wonder Man. I don't know why this is a big one. Wonder Man, I feel like nobody knows him. Mint 1964. Bounty paid $2,500. They did it. FTX announced its 4th distribution of a $2.2 billion to creditors on March 31st. These are people who have been waiting over 3 years to get their funds back. Many of them are crypto natives who lost everything in the 2022 collapse. Question the market is asking right now: how much of this $2.2 billion gets reinvested back into crypto? Historical pattern from previous FTX distributions show roughly 40 to 60% flows back into Bitcoin and ETH within 30 days of distribution. Not bad. Investment advisors now own the biggest share of spot and derivative ETFs, up from 33% to 39%, while hedge funds own less, down from 31% to 24%. Money is shifting from hedge funds to steady long-term advisors, which I like. FTX Recovery Trust to distribute approximately $2.2 billion to creditors in 4th distribution on March 31st. Coinbase is competing for a partnership with Cloudflare to issue a stablecoin for AI payments as part of its expansion into the AI agent payment sector. 2026, already a huge year. Visa Crypto Labs roll out command line tool for AI bot payments. Oh, yes. Avengers update was the other one. They have 100,000 followers over on X. Marvel's Thor and Loki digital collectibles are now available on VeVe. VeVe Official is the #1 digital collecting app in the world. Use my link down below to sign up for your VeVe account and get $10 bonus towards your purchase of these iconic collectibles. Thor and Loki will return in Avengers Doomsday. Are you excited? I'm very excited. Fed Chair Jerome Powell says if Warsh isn't confirmed by the end of his term, he will serve as Fed Chair pro term. That is, I freaking hate him so much. I have to bring this up because it was a joke. Well, Fanny posted something, and we have 10 GSWBK saying, I say you marry real Randy Chavez. We appreciate the suggestion. Me and Fanny are good friends, and we will remain good friends forever. And my cocky ass says, she's got to get in line because everyone wants to marry the real Randy Chavez. Meta shut down the VR social platform Horizon Worlds and then picked it up back up the next day. CFI borrows hit 27.56 billion in Q4 2025, up 11.66% quarter over quarter, 2.88 billion, and 282% from Q4 2023 through 7.21 billion. This marks the 8th straight quarter of growth. Tether is the dominant lender, commanding a 61.84% share, up 267 basis points from last quarter of the CFI lending market. SEC approves NASDAQ rule change to enableize tokenized securities trading. Very good. The U.S. has registered the domain aliens.gov. The U.S. government is expected to share information related to UFOs soon. Meet an old friendo. A buddy of mine made an AI agent that had free access to the internet and advanced learning capability. It decided to run her Roomba, and then it just complained a lot. AI is more like us than we think. Aneshu Nag says, this might be the most expensive what if in tech. Zuckerberg goes all in on VR. Meta acquires Oculus for $2 billion. Rebrands the entire company in 2021. Calls the vision the metaverse. Hires thousands for Reality Labs. Invests over $80 billion. Builds the metaverse vision. Launches Horizon Worlds. Users don't stick. Losses pile up to billions a year. And attention shifts to AI. One of the biggest bets in tech, unfortunately, seems to have failed. But will it fail longer term? I don't know. I do think that eventually we get a little bit of a narrative run. It might not go as hard, might be delayed a little bit, especially once Meta did this. But as long as something's fun, then it's fun. If it's fun, then, it'll come back. Historic milestone, first mint and transfer transactions on DEVX's new proof of validation algorithm. Local only for now, but the architecture works. Implementation has officially begun. Love DEVX. Compatible, very good. Give me one sec here. Changes made. Okay. Dr. Fidgetal.eth sniped a number 68 Donald to match his number 68 Mickey. Added a low mint number 81 Minnie. Building sets, buying random pieces. Collectors know the value's in the story. It is indeed in the story. And you know what? I'm going to take a look at Minnie. I'm going to take a look at her first appearance. $79. Oh, $69 on the VeVe. Nice. Oh, number 80 is there for $212. I'm not getting that. Let's see what other minis have been bought and sold recently. Number 80 was bought for 60. Oh, I think it was like $100 something. I should have got that one. Because now, yeah, so it's there for $212. There's no way. That would have been a good flip. But I missed it. It's all good. It happens. BlackRock ETF sold $34 million worth of Bitcoin on March 18th. It's awesome. Remember when Sam Altman paid $10,000 to be put in Nectome's waiting list? When he was 32, he wanted to upload his brain to the internet and live forever. Nectome's process is 100% fatal and similar to the physician-assisted suicide. Process only legal in 5 states. Don't think he's doing that anymore. Why is the Federal Reserve quietly fighting to kill grand jury subpoenas from the DOJ that target Jerome Powell? Investigation centers on the massive renovation project at the Fed's building that went way over budget. If innocent, why squash the subpoenas? Yeah. Digital Monkey says something about stacking pieces from the first VeVe set just hits different. He bought 4 Becky Cloonan Batmans. Cool. 2 million OMI was burned on March 18th. Very good. 70 million was burned in the month of February. Very nice. Very nice. I now have a sauna. It's cool. Okay. Don't have kids. Oh my God, script. Okay. Sorry. Global box office says Spider-Man Brand New Day. First trailer has broken GTA 6 trailer that had 475 million views in 24 hours. They broke it in less than 12 hours to become the first trailer in history to hit 500 million views in less than 24 hours. Sony's expected to report the official numbers. Actually, they're supposed to do it yesterday. Tom Anderson says the new game that he's built is called Litcraft. It has an overall new user interface. All of the server integration is on FIAS now. All the old games and interactions are still there, but we also have a number of new games and interactions. I'm also looking to gamify interactions through guilds to earn. Finally, we're looking into creating AI interactions with games and the metaverse. In general, everything is going fast on the development side of things. We're finalizing an arch that will make it more convenient to post to social media and nearing the beta release of FIAS. From there, I'm going to start putting out more frequent updates on timelines and progress. Europe's largest asset manager, Amundi, with 2.8 trillion in assets under management, has launched a $100 million tokenized fund on Ethereum. Tom is gearing up for a more regular flow of information and videos. They're creating a social media arch that makes it easier to post. Also, he's figuring out the mechanical process to do AI-led interviews. He's writing as he would like to hear from folks on what topics they want to hear about. A lot of his videos will focus on entrepreneurship and what it takes to start a business. Also give technical and progress updates on FIAS and DEVVE as well. Please respond to this post with your ideas of what you'd like to see. Blah, 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 blah. What else we got here? And that'll be it for me today. I have other stuff I got to do, and my throat hurts. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. And we're going to have everyone say goodbye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. We love you. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, guys. Meow, meow, Randy.